Hey guys, welcome to SNO International Airport. It's an airport in Second Norway, and today I figured we would do a little bit of a run with GTFO, not get the F out. It stands for get the freight out. Since we are here, you don't see it, but normally it says GTFO. You can see it in one of my previous episodes. Um, when you're near a GTFO hub, it'll change and show the closest one to you. There can only be one per region. So keep that in mind. If you're ever wearing your GTFO HUD and it changes, there is one in the vicinity. We are going to go from SNO to Hollywood International Airport. So we are here at this massive airport, and then we are going to take it down this straight line right here, and we are going to land it right here. This is where we're going to take it. It's the airport that we ended at in my last episode when we did a full walkthrough on creating a new character for Second Life. So this is the path that we're going to take. It's just a simple straight little run. You can see sim crossings, so for those who aren't in SL and want to know what I meant by sim crossings, when flying a vehicle, driving a vehicle, whatever the case may be, this will cover that, so you can see exactly what we're talking, what I talked about. Down here at the bottom is the HUD for the D109 by Danny. And this is literally the controls. E and C are going to increase and decrease our vertical speed, where W and S will increase and decrease our forward and reverse speeds, and then A and D will make our turns. So the first thing I'm going to do is click up here to view available cargo. And then this bit of information right here just tells us about our current vehicle, how much we can carry, the size, so on and so forth. So I'm going to choose get cargo. We're not going to do a cargo drop, we're going to do a freight run. And now in this menu, the first one here is the closest hub to you. The further down you go on the line, the further away those hubs for your delivery will be. We are going to go to Hollywood. This is where we're going to go, so I'm going to click here. So here it says no non-plane vehicles. This is what we're getting from it, the XP that we're going to get from it, how long we have to try and get it delivered, what it's going to cost, and how much balance we have in our GTFO cash. GTFO cash doesn't do anything. You can't use it to spend on anything as far as I know. It's just more for clout, for covering costs and so on and so forth. So we're going to load the job, and then we're going to confirm it. And now we got to wait in place, and while we're waiting, we're going to go ahead and get things started. So I'm going to turn the helicopter on, turn the battery on, and get our helicopter started. I love the sound of the helicopter. Now, GTFO can be handled with a car, it can be handled with a boat, it can be handled with a plane, it can be handled with a helicopter, and they even have at their places, that their HQ, you can get a little pack. So it's just something you wear, it looks like a little backpack, and then you can take one parcel at a time, but you don't need a vehicle, you can just teleport from one place to another. So they have that option too. Or if you want to drive something that's not GTFO enabled, then you can absolutely use that pack and do the same thing. So we already know where we're going, but you can use the map and it will show you where we are going. So again, this is where we're going. Now, it did notice it pointed to the center of the region, and that's because that's how it works. So when you get to the said region, then you just need to figure out exactly where the port is, usually highlighted where the GTFO spot is. If you're playing, you can see where the runway comes in, and you've got your taxiing. A boat, or a seaplane rather, comes in here. They don't have any harbors, so you can't use a boat. We are actually going to go right here. That's the landing spot. I do this run a lot, so that's where we're going to go. So that's the only reason I know exactly where at. And then that is it. I'm going to leave the world map up just so I can watch where we're going, just to ensure that we're going the right direction. This is how I navigate, even if I'm using a boat just out and about, say fishing, or just want to get out and explore. I always use the world map in the corner here. In fact, we can probably just shrink it just a little bit more. Alright. Now we're going to take off. And then once we start to lift off the ground, I'm going to pull the landing gear in, and we're going to go. So let's head off to Hollywood. That way I'm getting us in the right spot. And let us start moving forward. Oh, there's an airliner coming in. That's cool. Don't want to get in his way. But you'll see the sim crossings too as we get going here. And here's a sim crossing right there. And we're going to start rotating our way so we can get right into that straight ocean stretch here that we want right here. And then I want to make sure that we're not really going up anymore. I like to fly somewhere between 100 and 200 meters up off the ground. I do the flight a little slower. Some will race through, but I do this because, again, in my previous video when I was talking about crossing between sim crossings and all that, you want to go across them slow and straight. So that's one reason why I do this run a lot, just because it's literally a straight run. And two, going slow, going across the sim crossings. And you can see as we come across down here on the bottom left where it said GTFO hub, there's one there too. So you get notified in your local chat that there's one nearby, and then your GTFO HUD itself will change, but it's not changing on ours because that's our destination. Also, if you do ever just want a helicopter ride, like, reach out to me, and I can take you some flying around and whatnot, just to do a little bit of exploring. This helicopter can seat, I believe, 4 or 5 people. I know that Second Life has airlines and stuff like that where they can shuttle people around. I've considered it, but a lot of people don't really use that anymore, like, at all, because teleporting's a thing. So I guess if you just don't want to do the teleport but want to explore or whatever, I'm absolutely available for that. And we just follow along this straight path. I know it's like a little boring, but I don't know why that came off. Probably accidentally clicked when I wasn't meaning to. So we'll just drag this back over so we can see where we are. And this is it. There's so the reason you can't really see anything down below me but a few things is just because I have my draw distance lower. I'm on a laptop, and the further out the draw distance, the less FPS I'll get. So I try to keep my draw distance lower so it'll look like a lot of ocean, but as you can see in the world map there on the top left, there is absolutely land and buildings and everything else. The yellow square that you can see on the world map right now is a place that's for rent. You can jump there and find the rental box and see how much they charge. They weekly, bi-weekly, monthly is usually how it's set up. Maybe even 3 weeks you can spend at a time. Yeah, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and a month. Usually in a month there's a discount, depending on who you rent through, but that's usually how it works. You can definitely feel those sim crossings. But we are getting closer. Now this particular aircraft does use fuel. When you buy the D109, it comes with its own fuel pump and everything else. At a GTFO spot, you can absolutely drag your fuel pump out for any fuel. Some GTFO spots actually have fuel, so depending on which one you're using, like the Suregood helicopters, or they tend to have their fuel pumps already out so you can use them. Not sure about Donnie's one, so sometimes I will drag that out just to make sure that we're full of fuel. But we are almost there. I wasn't sure what kind of video to make. I know that what we've done so far, I just wasn't really sure what we would do this particular video, but I knew that I wanted to make one. I also want to thank all the new subscribers from the videos that I've put out. Welcome to the family. We are absolutely glad to have you. And the comments on the 5 things I wish I knew video, that was those are awesome, so I appreciate that. I love reading the comments. Alright, so we're going to start our descent just a little bit. As you can see, we are just about there. So I'm going to take us, well, we have an issue. The sim crossing has, there we go. I thought the sim crossing had caused an issue. Alright, so we are going to slow us down. As we are coming into Hollywood here. So we're going to go a little bit slower. Maybe. I'm getting 8 frames a second. I brought my draw distance up so you guys can see some things. Alright. Now we're coming into it. This is why I keep my draw distance low. As you can see, the frames there. We're going to taxi just a little bit here. We have arrived. Make sure our collective is down. Turn off the helicopter. And we are going to deliver. And now we will remain in place for the next 52 seconds. And turn off the battery and then turn off the thing. And welcome to Hollywood International Airport. It's a simple little run. I really like GTFO. It really gives a chance to explore. If you kind of like this, maybe we'll do another one. I just was in the mood to make a delivery and make a video, and I wasn't sure exactly what we would do it on. But we are parked. And yeah, so GTFO again is marked usually where the green thing is, as it says here, and you can see it here. If you're a plane and you're coming in, you would taxi over to here, and because we're completed, we just hit GTFO, and that's it. And once you delivered it, you absolutely could pick up from where you are, and you could take the same run, and we could literally go back to SNO. Or can choose a whole different destination. You know, it's kind of really what you want to do, and it kind of really makes you see things you probably wouldn't normally see when you're out and exploring. I've seen some interesting backwood things that I probably would have never gone to, and GTFO took me there. So I've really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. If not, let me know. If so, hell, let me know. And if you want to see more of this kind of thing, maybe we can absolutely do some more runs. Until next time, guys, I really do appreciate you hanging out and taking this delivery run with us. And we will see you the next time. Bye, guys.